back out here at the Carrillo Ranch, Greg's place. Got some finishing up work to do in the cabin. Figured I'd, come out, give him a hand doing that. But while I'm out here, I also wanted to shoot a video doing maybe a little bit of hunting. Summertime, not a whole lot we can hunt. Maybe hogs, primarily hogs. Maybe coyotes or something else, if anything else shows up. Yeah, basically the cabin's built. It just needs to be, we need to finish putting up the insulation. They've already got that about halfway down on the walls. We need to do the other two walls and the ceiling. And then sheetrock, drywall after that. So that's what we're doing here. And then, but he's got another friend that's coming out to help him do that. So yeah, then I'm gonna go around. I'm about to go spread some apples right now for later on, and see if I can draw out some hogs tonight. Of course, now that we're all the way out here, I'm realizing I forgot my night vision camera that I bought just to bring to this place for night hunting. But YouTube doesn't want you hunting at night anyway, so see if I can get something before the sun goes down. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop up some apples and put those out by the feeders. So let's get to that.
Best way to do it is...
Are you gonna like lay it across the ceiling or put it up to the roof?
I'll lay it across the ceiling. On top like that?
Yeah, across the rafters?
Yeah, because as you can see, these are almost done here.
Yeah.
So I still gotta split these and put the brace here.
For the lights?
You can put a ceiling fan.
Yeah, ceiling fan and lights.
Yeah. And same thing with these over here. It's gonna be individual lights. And they're going to be pointed down. Like, yeah, I got one over here. But all that stuff's got to go on first. See? So that way you got a bunch of little ones over the stove and the sink.
And they're recessed too, so they're not going to be hanging down, taking up space.
Yeah. But it has to be insulated first before I do that. that.
Yeah. We already got about half the walls done, or more than half.
Yeah.
Just,
My dad got the walls done.
just 1.5 walls, and then the ceiling, and then drywall it, sheetrock it. Line. I'm gonna see a pig or something walk by. I've got 3 shooting lanes to choose from. This one's kind of overgrown, so I'm not really gonna be paying attention to that. Got a feeder straight ahead on this one, and that's where I threw the apples and stuff earlier. And I also threw the apples down this way towards the water trough on this side. Yeah. Hopefully I'll see something I can walk through. As you can see, this camera it's having a hard time picking up the blind or the feeder because it's got to go through 2 very dirty panes of glass, because there's no way I can open up the window to have the gun out and have it open for the camera to see out. And then the sun is behind me now, and the feeder's in the shade, so it looks like it's a really low light situation. It's getting really dark, but it's not. The sun's still up. I mean, it's setting. It is going to be 8 o'clock right now, but the sun doesn't go down until 8:45, somewhere around there. And then, once the sun does go down, there's some green lights down there that the animals can't see that light up the feeder, so I'll still be able to hunt for a while. I just don't know if I'll be able to record anything. So, yeah. Such a big difference from looking through those dirty windows and not having to look through the windows. If it wasn't for those windows, I'd stay out here. There's no way for me to set this up to record that feeder without having to look through these dirty windows. So, see. Can't see them, but yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so it would appear that there's a severe thunderstorm rolling in towards us. So it just got really cool. It cooled off a lot. Like, I could barely sit in here a little while ago because it was so hot. But it's cooling down nicely. It's only 7:30. It really should have another hour before the sun goes down, but it's already starting to get dark. The camera can't really pick up the feeder that well, just because of the clouds that are rolling in. So I'm gonna hang out until it gets dark. Hopefully the rain doesn't start raining until after it gets dark. And yeah, hopefully, since it's cooling down, and stuff might start moving around. So hopefully we'll see a pig or coyote or something will run through. Okay, so what appear that there's a severe hailstorm, thunderstorm rolling in towards us. So it just got really cool. It cooled off a lot. Like, I could barely sit in here a little while ago because it was so hot. But it's cooling down nicely. So hopefully the sun goes down. And yeah, hopefully we'll see a pig or coyote or something will run through. super windy. Yeah, it looks like the storm blew past us or around us. So I'm gonna go ahead and start packing it up real quick because it's so windy. I might come back after the sun goes down later on, maybe around 10 o'clock tonight, see if there's anything hanging out. Because I'm just realizing I didn't bring a flashlight, so I don't want to be walking back in the dark. So we'll see if anything else happens. Alright, go check the feeder, see if there's anything on it. Okay, I know you guys can't see anything, but there's a raccoon trying to tear open the feeder, so the owner of the feeder told me to go ahead and eradicate. I'm just waiting for him to clear out so I don't damage the feeder. You got him. Alright, not sure what you guys can see. I started making a lot of noise trying to scare him so he'd climb down off the feeder. And he stuck his head out to the side. I think I had a clear shot on him, so I took it. And yeah, let's go see what I got. It looked like he just dropped straight off the feeder. So I'm pretty sure I got him. But we'll find out. Did I miss? He dropped. Make sure they here. Okay. So maybe I didn't get him. So I must have missed. I don't see how I missed. I've got this rifle zeroed in. I took a shoulder shot and I saw him drop and I heard him hit the ground. And when I went over there to pick him up, can't find him. Can't find any traces of blood. Nothing. But he fell out. He laid on the ground. That's crazy. So he must have, I don't know, maybe I grazed him or something and he fell because of the shock and then he got up and ran off. But I don't know, no traces of blood and no signs of him. So I'll have to come back out in the morning when it's daylight and see if I can find him. Sighting in the 22. Some 3-inch nitro magnums now, as opposed to the 2 3/4 inch Winchester Universals. That kicks so much harder. So I already shot the outro and everything, but we got a little bit of time to kill here. And over the last week or so when they've been coming out here, they've been noticing signs of somebody hunting on their property without permission. So I'm going to walk the property, check out the other blinds that they haven't had a chance to check out yet, other feeders, cabins, make sure nobody's been messing around with them. It looks like they were just in the area closest to the road, the blind I was at last night. There had been a chair, an old chair that they kept underneath that blind, and somebody pulled it out and set it up next to a tree out there. Somebody put some corn into the feeder and they left the bag, part of the bag in the feeder, and that jammed up the feeder and got twisted around the part that spins. That's why that raccoon was climbing up in there last night. So I got that taken care of. Now I'm going to go check the other areas, other feeders, other blinds. Just look for anything suspicious. And brought my shotgun just in case. In case I come across something worth shooting at. Don't remember all these tires being out here. So somebody's been dumping tires. Old collapsed cabin. And some shotgun rounds. Old 20 gauge, 12 gauge. Here's one of the lines. It looks like they might have moved it, lifted it up a little bit. Alright, it's locked up, all the windows are closed. There's some kind of old pin here with barbed wire on it. Goes around probably 20 by 20. Not sure what it's from or what it was for, but maybe they had a garden or something in there and they put barbed wire to keep the hogs out. But a long time ago, this was a working ranch. Like even back into the 1800s. Another cabin up ahead. See, this is the corn that they put in the feeders right here, and this is, they always leave these things attached so you don't get in the feeder and get stuck. So, and this is actually different than the one I found. The one I found was a lot smaller, so it's definitely not theirs. Another blind right here. Nice and high, I can get up there at a vantage point and look around. These guys are very, very big on keeping their property clean. So they wouldn't have just thrown a beer bottle on the ground. The only thing is there's no label on it, so don't think it's all that fresh. But it is a twist off, so it's not like it's been out here for years and years. So I think I found our suspect for who's been coming over here and messing around with stuff and possibly poaching and hunting illegally on the property. Greg and his family's land is on this side. They've got a road that goes down that way to the other cabins and other properties. That's only theirs. Nobody else can use this road. And then this trail here that goes to Greg's blind. And what I was noticing right now, I was walking over there, there's tracks right here that hit the fence line. There's like a big pile of rocks there, and comes from the main road. It kind of looks like maybe they came from the road and they went off over here and hit the wall, but that's not actually what happened. Because if you look, there's cactus here and cactus right there that they ran directly over, and this big cactus right here. If you're coming from that direction and coming this way, and you'll see the big cactus and you'll try to avoid them. So they didn't come from this direction, or they didn't go this direction. They came from that property over there. You know, I thought at first I kind of thought maybe it was a truck or somebody that went off the road, but no, the tracks are too narrow to be a car or a truck, but they're too wide to be a four-wheeler. So this is something like a mule or a big Polaris, something like that. And I talked to Greg right now. I was looking at it, and those neighbors do have a Polaris size cart like that they take off-roading. So if they're jumping their own fence line onto Greg's property, even though it's right next to the road, I mean, they're still doing damage to the property here. So that's my number one suspect for whoever might be doing some trespassing over here, because there's proof of at least a little bit of trespass. And then come off right there, you don't even have to hit the road. Actually, I'm kind of looking at the tire tracks, and that's exactly what they did. They came through there and then they went that way. So they jumped the fence line onto Greg's property and went down Greg's private road here that nobody else is allowed access to. And right down this road, not very far up there, is the blind where somebody was illegally hunting and putting in corn that doesn't belong to there. Copyrighted. Real professional looking work there.
They ate all the parts up.
Yeah. It's a cream soda, so nobody thinks I'm out here getting drunk and shooting guns. But yeah, there you go. Didn't see any animals. Well, I did see an animal to shoot. I saw that raccoon trying to tear up the feeder over there, but apparently I missed. I don't see how I missed because that scope was zeroed in. So I thought I hit him because I saw him fall and hit the ground. Maybe I just grazed him, but I couldn't find any blood. And then it rained overnight. I was waiting till the sun came up to go look for some blood, but it rained, so there's no blood to be found. And but yeah, I still get to come out here, out to the ranch, relax, shoot some guns. That's the life, isn't it?